greatest pleasure to welcome you to the Eagles Gymnasium for the volleyball NCAA volleyball matchup between the SJR Vikings and your very own Trinity Baptist College Eagles. If you would, please stand for prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, God, we thank you first and foremost for all that you've done. God, we ask us to bless this matchup, that everyone plays as hard as they can and no one gets hurt. In your name, Father, we pray. Amen. Please remain standing. Your national anthem will be sung by your very own Charity Burton. The starting lineups for the SJR Vikings, we got number 1, Jordan Taylor. Number 2, Eden Aiken. Number 4, Bianca Solorazzo. Number 6, Arena Agreed. Number 7, Jordan Pruski. Number 8, Kelsey Crow. Number 10, Lindsay Grossman. Number 11, Hannah Parker. Number 11, Skylar Martin. Number 15, Selena Christian. Number 20, Kendall Hodges. Number 22, Abigail Palmer. The Vikings are coached by Matt Cohen and assisted by Lindsay Lobster. And now, y'all put your hands together for your very own Trinity Baptist College Eagles. We got all the way from Red Cross, Florida, number 1, Ryan Malone. From Jacksonville, Florida, that's Alia Lopez. From Titusville, Florida, your very own Charity Bremer. From Bowling Green, Ohio, we have Charity Bremer, From Titusville was Gabrielle Runner. From Somerville, South Carolina, we got Kayla Bass. From Gainesville, Florida, we got Gina Ingram. From Charleston, South Carolina, we got Raven Bias. From Cleveland, Florida, we have Anna Quinones. From Palms, Puerto Rico, we have Destiny Green. From Jacksonville, Florida, we got Maggie Bergholzer. And from Orlando, Florida, we have Abigail Palacios. Their head coach is none other than your very own. Give it up for Miss Kirsten Christmas. Accompanied by our assistant coach, Dr. Andrew Christmas.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles, for exciting women's volleyball between the Lady Eagles and the Vikings from St. John's River State College. Hello again, everyone. I'm Ray Bureau, and Dean Bureau is our cameraman. He is a freshman of St. John's River State College's Orange Park campus. The Vikings volleyball team and all the athletics coming to us from Palatka, Florida. Those are 2 of the 3 campuses for St. John's River State College. The other one resides in St. Augustine, Florida. And we have a great crowd coming up from Palatka cheering on the Vikings of St. John's River State College. This match is just about ready to get underway, and we're glad you're joining us here on YouTube Live TBC Eagles. St. John's comes into tonight's play with a record of 13-6 under the direction of head coach Mr. Matt Cohen. He is assisted by the athletic director, Ross Jones, who is also the Vikings head baseball coach. And the assistant athletic director is Mr. John Theobald. We are ready to get underway, and the first serve coming from Jordan Pruski is a point for the Vikings. So St. John's on the board first, leading 1-0. Here again is Pruski to the back of the court. Lopez chases it down, keeps it alive. However, point number 2 up on the board for the Vikings. Eagles come into tonight's play with a record of no wins and 9 losses. They had a tough battle at Pensacola Christian. Played very well. But Pensacola, a very well-experienced team, came out with the victory 3-0. That was back on Saturday night. And a block attempt by Destiny Green just a little bit wide to the left. So that is point number 3 for St. John's. Jordan Pruski, a freshman from San Antonio, Texas, played her high school ball at Smithson Valley High School. Kill attempt is good, and that was Eden Edgel, who is a freshman from St. Augustine's Pedro Menendez High School. Hopefully we're pronouncing all those names correctly. And we're getting this information from sjrvikings.com, clicking on the roster. And there's a nice point from Destiny Green. The Eagles are on the board, trailing 4-1, as they will send Jacksonville native freshman Maggie Burkholzer to the line for the first time. When we get opportunities, we'll let you know the upcoming games for both the Eagles and the Vikings, and that was a vicious kill. Eden Edgel once again, 5-1 in favor of the Vikings. 13-6. They have already played 19 matches this season. They have 33 total on the schedule, and that's just the regular season. Bass with a big hit, but well defended in the back of the court by Grossman. Ball still alive. Bass with the kill attempt. And another play by Grossman going to her knees, keeping the ball alive. And that was Gina Ingram making the dive. Unfortunately for the Eagles, though, St. John's comes up with a point. Ingram and Lopez teaming up to make the successful return. However, 6-1 now in favor of the Vikings. That's Caleb Bass, just a little too strong and out of bounds. So Vikings off to a quick 7-1 lead. Game just underway. Set number 1 in this best 3 out of 5 in women's college volleyball. Good return by Burkholzer. And Destiny Green with the block and the point for the Eagles. We tried this new camera angle last time the Eagles had a home match, and it seemed to work out pretty well, so we're able to see everybody up front. No matter where we set up, we'll have a little bit of obstruction, but at least we're able to see all the action now. Thank you to the viewers making that request, and it turned out to be a very good decision. And that one is off Green, and a point for the Vikings. The hit from Skylar Martin, a freshman from Leesburg's First Academy. 8-2 in favor of St. John's, and heading back to serve will be freshman Bianca Solorzano. Ms. Grizel Solorzano cheering on the Vikings, as is Brittany Carlin, dropping us a comment, letting us know they're watching. And another point for the Vikings, who are off to a big 9-2 lead. Rich Brunner, Gavin Fox also joining us. Rich Brunner cheering on the Eagles. I'm assuming a family member of Gabriella, who wears number 4 for Trinity Baptist College. And the ace is good, and St. John's leads now 10-2. Bianca Solorzano, a freshman from Miami. She went to St. Brendan High School. Nice play by Charity Bramer, and the Eagles make the return. And the kill is good from Abigail Barnhard from Ponte Vedra High School. She's enjoying her sophomore year at St. John's. 11-2 now in favor of the Vikings. Kayla Bass with the kill attempt. Results in a point. Lindsey Grossman in the back, went to her knees once again, but this one missed out of bounds. Eagles with the point, trailing 11-3. Here is Destiny Green. She's a sophomore from Ponce, Puerto Rico. We'll see her on the basketball court as well. And basketball season starts in just a few weeks. Hander Foker with that last kill, sophomore from Sudlone, NRW, picking up that last point for the Vikings. And the ace is good. Vikings now up to a 10-point lead. Kelsey Crow, a sophomore from Harmony High School in Harmony, Florida. She's doing the serving with a 10-point lead. And that return misses wide to the left. So Vikings now enjoying an 11-point lead, 14-13. Crow back at the line. Big hit attempt, dug off by Lopez, but she misses a little wide to the left. 15-3 now in favor of St. John's. Kelsey Crow at the line once again. Bass with the hit. It is inbounds and a point for the Eagles. That was very close to the line. Andrew Bowman, the line judge, he's a member of the men's basketball team, making that call inbounds. And Kayla Bass back at the line now for Trinity Baptist, and a substitution will send in Abigail Palacios, and Maggie Burkholzer will check out. And the kill is good from Hannah Foker. 16-4, and that'll send Foker back to the line. This one into the net and a point for the Eagles. 16-5, Charity Bramer ready to serve. You heard her dole out that national anthem. Absolutely beautiful rendition from the freshman from Bowling Green, Ohio. This serve into the net. And the point possession both going back to St. John's. Substitution now for the Vikings. Number 13, Skylar Martin checks in, as does Selena Kristen wearing number 15. She's a libero. Kristen now serving from Trinity, Florida's J.W. Mitchell High School. Of course, Trinity, Florida, also the home of NCCAA South Region member Trinity College of Florida. This one hit a little too strong by Grossman. Point for the Eagles. It's now 17-6. In fact, the Eagles will play Trinity College of Florida on Friday, October 5th. Here's Raven Bitus, a freshman from Charleston. She's going to check out in favor of Gabriella Brunner from Titusville, enjoying her first season with Trinity Baptist College. Here's Gabrielle Brunner and the serve. Dug up off the floor by Foker. And this one is a point for the Vikings. Hello to Brittany Carlin, also joining us on TBC Eagles. Miss Naomi Bitus and Raven's brother Leon watching also. We were very glad to hear everything was all right in Charleston. Thank you for letting us know that last time we were on. Hurricane Florence going through the Carolina area, but we're very glad Charleston is okay and all of you watching are fine. And, of course, we're still praying for all those who were very harshly affected by that storm. This one goes out of bounds around the post. So 20 points on the board now for St. John's. And back at the line is Jordan Pruski wearing number 7. Brunner with the dive and the dig off the floor. Maya Malone on the court now for the Eagles as well. Nice play on both sides. Ball still up in the air. Set up for Bass. And a good play by Kristen in the backcourt. And the kill, very good from Lindsey Grossman. That is point number 21 for St. John's. So 21-6 in favor of the Vikings. And Jordan Pruski back at the line. And the kill is good from Skylar Martin. And now the Vikings need just 3 more points to take set number 1. Pruski ready. Bass on the backcourt, sets it up front. Green has her spike attempt, dug off the court. Over the head shot from Palacios. Bump set, and a tap down is good, and a nice play by Skylar Martin. Saw the open court right past the net. Gentle little tap, scores the point. 2 more now for St. John's. And a hit to the back of the court. And a spike from Eden Edgel puts the Vikings 1 point away from taking set number 1. Very talented team on the court, St. John's River State College. We're seeing why they have such a tremendous record in this season. And that is point number 25. And set number 1 goes to St. John's with the score St. John's 25, Trinity Baptist College 6. We'll take this opportunity to let you know some of the upcoming games. And as we usually do, we'll start with our visitors. After tonight's match with Trinity Baptist College, St. John's is going to play South Florida State College. That'll be in Avon Park, Florida. That is at 6 p.m. on September 26th. Then a couple of home games for the Vikings. September 28th, Gulf Coast State College heads to Palatka. And on October 2nd, Lake Sumter State College will also go to Palatka. Those are both 6 p.m. home games for the Vikings. On October 5th and October 6th will be the Catawba Valley Community College Invitational. And St. John's will play against Owens Community College and Catawba Valley on October 5th. Those games are scheduled to begin at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. respectively. That is a Friday morning afternoon affair. And on October 6th on Saturday, Northern Virginia Community College, and then South Region rival of the Trinity Baptist College Eagles, Bob Jones University. And all those games on October 5th and 6th are in Hickory, North Carolina at Catawba Valley Community College. So those are the upcoming games for St. John's River State College. For the Eagles, their next game will be right here at Trinity Gymnasium against South Region rival Pensacola Christian, whom the Eagles just saw 2 nights ago. Pensacola makes its way east along Interstate 10. Told you about October 5th, Trinity College of Florida. The Tigers coming to Jacksonville. That's a 6 p.m. start time, as is that Pensacola Christian game on Saturday the 29th. Eagles of that and have a week off before facing Jacksonville's Edward Waters College, an NAIA team. That game will also begin at 6 p.m. So after tonight, 3 more home games for the Lady Eagles before they hit the road again on October 13th and 15th. So those are the upcoming games for both the Eagles and the Athletics. Trinity Baptist College, of course, on tbceagles.com. Very close to that brand new website that Coach Jones and Coach Jean have been working on for quite some time. hoping to have that ready come October 1st. And I'm looking forward to working with that brand new site. I've seen the previews. It is going to look fabulous. And for St. John's River State College, as we said before, sjrvikings.com gives you all the athletic information for the Vikings. Volleyball, as well as baseball and softball played at St. John's. Set number 2 ready to begin. Trinity Baptist will have the first serve. Officials are just checking over the lineups. Again, let us know where you're watching. If I see your name, we'll say hello. Very nice turnout so far on the top chat. Especially if you're watching from outside the Jacksonville area, we'd love to give you a shout out. And if you like watching volleyball, you want to look at Facebook tomorrow, TCA Conquerors Athletics. Trinity Christian Academy, who shares this gym with Trinity Baptist College, will play Bowles High School tomorrow night. And the first point of set number 2 goes to Trinity Baptist College. This is Maggie Burkholzer serving for the Eagles. The middle school, the JV, and the varsity all play Bowles in a huge match, and that is Childhood Cancer Awareness Night tomorrow night as well. All the action begins with the middle school game at 4:30. Block attempt by Green, but a point for Skylar Martin ties it up at 1. So again, TCA Conquerors Athletics on Facebook, and we'll be bringing you that action for Trinity Christian Academy varsity volleyball. Middle school, 4:30, JV, and varsity will follow. And the kill is good for St. John's, and the Vikings lead now 2-1. Had a great day on the soccer field this past Saturday. Both the men and the women defeated Toccoa Falls College. Women on Friday, gentlemen on Saturday. The women won it 2-0 as the points scored for Trinity Baptist College. Caleb Bass with the hit ties it up at 2. Ladies scored twice on Friday to defeat South Region rival Toccoa Falls College. Joseph Nava got a hat trick on Saturday afternoon as the gentlemen defeated Toccoa Falls 6-0. Those are South Region games and big wins for the Eagles. That hit too strong from Lindsey Grossman. Eagles with the first lead of the night. It's 3-2 in favor of Trinity Baptist. Gina Ingram at the line. She is a freshman from Gainesville. That is Destiny Green knocking down the tap over from Edgell. And point number 4 on the board for the Eagles, who lead by 2. Ingram ready at the line. And the ace for Gina Ingram gives the Eagles a 3-point lead. Well, I thought that ball might have been tipped. Apparently I made an incorrect call. The point awarded to St. John's. So 4-3 now in favor of the Eagles. My mistake. Not the first one, and most likely won't be the last. Eagles lead by 1. Lopez digs it off the court. Bass is able to make the overhead return. And this kill is very good from Hannah Foker. Hello to Ms. Holly Martin and Mr. Jeff Martin, both watching Skylar from Leesburg. Holly says, Skylar is my favorite. No surprise there. I'm glad you're able to watch her tonight on our live stream feed on TBC Eagles. Hope you're enjoying what you see. And a point for the Eagles. Charity Bramer with the hit that gives the Eagles a 1-point lead at 5-4. Natalia Lopez, sophomore from here in Jacksonville. The libero now serving into the net. That'll tie up the score, and it's 5-5. Substitution now for the Vikings. Kelsey Crow back onto the court. We saw her make some very good serves in set number 1. 1-0 in favor of the Vikings. They won the first set 25-6, and they have just taken a 6-5 lead in number 2. Mr. Rich Brunner, Gabriella's father, said hello to him a little while ago. 7-5 now in favor of the Vikings. Lopez comes up from the back of the court, makes a terrific play, but the Vikings able to set it back up and get the point. Another big hit from Hannah Foker. Of course, the games will stay posted. You'll go back and watch them over and over here on YouTube. TBC Eagles. Point number 9 on the board for St. John's. It's 9-5. Nice serve from Kelsey Crow. Eagles return it very well. Bump, set, kill attempt. Ball still alive. Bramer with a good over-the-head shot. That is Bramer with the dive, but the return hit effort comes up a little short, and now the Vikings lead by 5. Kelsey Crow with the serve. Set up nicely by the Eagles, but the block up front. Kendall Hodges from West Orange, New Jersey. She's able to block that kill attempt and get the point for the Vikings. 11-5. Bass keeps it off the floor. Return effort a little wide. And a 7-point lead now for the Vikings. Timeout. Coach Christmas with the score. St. John's 12, Trinity Baptist 5. As we said, basketball season not far away. We will have the schedules posted before too long. Coach John D. Jones, also our athletic director. He is the head coach of the men's basketball team. Miss Judy Allen leads the women, and their season will begin shortly as well. I saw the gentlemen practice for quite a while this afternoon. They are looking really sharp. They can't wait for the season to get started. 9 of those players went down to Costa Rica a few weeks ago, did some missionary work, helping needy, get some food and shelter, and while they were there, they won all 3 games that they played on the court as well. So Eagles basketball not far away, looking forward to it. As a kill from Barnhard gives the Vikings a 13-5 lead, and we will have all the home games of both the men and the women right here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. 13-5. Here's a serve from Crow. And Raven Bitus finds the back of the court. A diving effort from Arena Acree. Hopefully I said that correctly. A freshman from Williston, Florida. Great play by Bitus. She scores a point for the Eagles. Caleb Bass, a senior from Summerville, South Carolina. Her hometown also. Glad to report not too much damage done from Hurricane Florence. That big hit gives St. John's now a 14-6 lead. Abigail Barnhard back at the line for St. John's. Barnhard with the serve toward the back. Lopez down low, picks it up. Vikings set it up front. Lopez with the dig, but out of bounds. And now 15-6 in favor of the Vikings. Double hit violation called against Palacios. And that gives the Vikings a 10-point lead, 16-6. And once again, that is Kendall Hodges up front, knocking it down and scoring the point for her team. It's now an 11-point Vikings lead. Palacios, a good, successful return. Bramer keeps it off the floor. Bidas goes up. And well played in the back by Crow. Lopez with the dive, getting the ball back over the net. Great job by Lopez. But the hit from Skylar Martin scores a point for St. John's. Hello to Derpley Hoops. And Pat Pruski watching from San Antonio, checking on their granddaughter Jordan. She's played very well, especially serving tonight. Lopez right there to field that kill attempt. Over the head shot from Palacios. Set up once again up front. And the Eagles on the defensive side once again able to keep the ball in the air. So far this has been the best point of the night for both teams. Good long, hard-fought volley. And won by the Vikings. Kelsey Crow finds open court. And St. John's leads it 19-6. Abigail Barnhard with the serve. Well played by Lopez and Palacios, and a point for Trinity, making it 19-7. Charity Bramer heading back to the line. Ball still alive. Great job by Raven Bidas up front. Bidas again, keeping that ball from getting over the court. That's Lopez in the back. Lopez keeps it up in the air. Bidas battling with Hodges, and it's Hodges who comes away with the point. Eagles had some great defense on that last exchange. However, Hodges was able to find the floor, and now 20-7 in favor of St. John's. Checking back in, Selena Kristen ready to serve. Maya Malone back on the court for Coach Christmas. And the Vikings need 5 more points to take set number 2. Bass looking for the back of the court. Ball hits the ceiling, stays in play. Bidas is able to keep the ball up in the air. Palacios made the return, and the kill attempt just inside the line, and a point for the Vikings. If I saw that correctly, that was Lindsey Grossman on the hit. And now St. John's 4 points away from taking a commanding 2-0 lead. Many members of the men's soccer team in attendance cheering their friends out on the court. That serve comes up a little short. Great job by the gentlemen's soccer team Saturday afternoon, 6-0 over Toccoa Falls. Ladies beat Toccoa 2-0 on Friday. Both of those home games for the Eagles, and the first South Region game of the season for each team. Point for Trinity Baptist College. Double hit violation called. 21-9, Raven Bidas at the server's line. Another point for the Eagles, another double hit violation. This one, Kendall Hodges. Eagles in double digits, needing to rally. It's 21-10. Officials now talking with head coach Matt Cohen. Back underway, Bidas with the serve. Grazes the net, but a nice play by Martin, and the big hit from the left side of the court. Another kill for Lindsey Grossman. 22-10. Substitution now as Jordan Pruski checks in. She'll try to serve up these final 3 points to give St. John's a 2-0 lead on the night. Now an official making sure the scorer's table has everything correct. It's 22-10. Green with the return. Set up for Grossman. And the point is good, 23-10. Women's basketball team heading into the gym. Looks like they're going to practice at the conclusion of this basketball game. Many teams share this gymnasium, volleyball and basketball from both the high school and the college. And that's Destiny Green with the kill, and a great hit from Green. 23-11. Abigail Palacios, a freshman from Orlando, now serving for the Eagles. And a block up front, teamwork by Green and Bass, resulting in the point. And Palacios will head back to the line to do it up again. Bass and Green teaming up at the front of the net, scoring the point for the Eagles. Here's Palacios again. This one inside the line, and the official is going to talk things over with the side judge, and the point goes to the Eagles. That one overturned and called out of bounds. 23-13 with Palacios ready once again. And a tap over from Skylar Martin puts the Vikings 1 point away from winning set number 2. That is Martin with the serve. Bass keeps it off the floor. Palacios sets it up. Eagles make the good return. And Green's blocking effort comes up a little short. That is point 25 for St. John's, who now lead 2-0 in the match, winning the sets by scores of 25-6 and 25-13. We'll have a 3-minute timeout. We'll pause and we'll be back as the ladies get ready for set number 3 between Trinity Baptist College and St. John's River State College. Stay with us. Welcome back to Trinity Baptist College, getting ready for set number 3 between the Eagles and the Vikings. St. John's leads 2-0, 25-6 and 25-13 were the set scores. Hello to Mr. George and Ms. Teresa Kristen watching from Trinity, Florida. Glad everyone is able to join us here on TBC Eagles. Hopefully I haven't missed anyone. Again, let us know you're watching. If I see your name pop up, I'll be glad to give you a shout out. So Eagles looking to take this one and force set number 4. St. John's looking to close it out in straight sets. They lead 2-0. And again, the Eagles on the home court this Saturday night at 6. Pensacola Christian College coming to Jacksonville for a South Region matchup. And set number 3 is underway with Jordan Pruski serving to start it off. And a kill from Hannah Foker. 1-0 in favor of the Vikings. Special thanks to Samantha Burt for driving from UNF College to support Selena Kristen and her team. Thank you to the Kristens for letting us know that information. Be able to pass that along to Miss Samantha Burt. Double hit violation called on the Eagles. And point number 2 for St. John's. 2-0 in favor of the Vikings. And a kill from Grossman gives St. John's a 3-0 lead. I see some members of Eagles baseball in the gymnasium. Their fall schedule just posted this afternoon on tbceagles.com. Of course, the official college season begins in January. Coach John Copeland leading the Eagles. And point number 4 on the board now for St. John's. Eagles will begin their 5th season of baseball. Every year they have increased their win total. And they're looking to take the South Region title this coming season. A lot of talent on the roster, a lot of new faces as well. That was Kendall Hodges with the kill. 5-0 now in favor of the Vikings. So Vikings lead by 5. Jordan Pruski still serving. And this kill is good from Hannah Foker. And a 6-0 lead now for the Vikings. Timeout, Trinity Baptist with the score 6-0 in favor of St. John's, who leads 2-0 on the match. And we'll take this opportunity to let you know that the men's soccer team is heading down to St. Leo, Florida this Wednesday night. The Eagles will play NCAA opponent St. Leo University. Then the gentlemen have a South Region match against Johnson University of Florida this coming Saturday, the 29th. They'll play at Florida College on October 1st, and the next home game for the Eagles, Bob Jones University, a South Region opponent, Saturday, October 6th at 1 p.m. Both teams back on the court. Next opportunity, we'll let you know what the Lady Eagles soccer team has in store. Their next few matches as well. Both teams defeating Toccoa Falls Friday and Saturday. Green with the kill attempt. That was check that. Solorzano, who made that play at the net a moment ago, but that hit a little too strong. 6-1 now. Eagles on the board. Maggie Burkholzer ready to serve. And this hit blocked by Green and a point for the Eagles. Great job by Destiny Green up front, blocking Grossman. And hello to Miss Joanne Grossman watching from Oregon. Member of Lindsay's family, Gary, Joni, Logan, and Lance all checking in, watching Lindsay Grossman on the court. And they just saw the Vikings pick up point number 8. Hannah Foker at the line, ready to serve for St. John's. And the ace from Foker gives St. John's a 9-1 lead. Here's some young ladies from the women's basketball team joining us. When's your first game? November 2nd, so starting to practice, conditioning, getting ready for the season. That serve into the net. 9-2 now in favor of St. John's, and the Eagles will send Gina Ingram to the line. I know you're ready to get out there on that court for real. Kind of hard to come in and practice this late at night, huh? Knowing you got classes tomorrow? Oh, they're ready for it. And Destiny Green was ready for that hit as she knocked it down onto the floor. Another block for Green. We've seen her do that a few times tonight. 9-3. Eagles still trailing by 6. These are some of the new freshman basketball players. Haven't really had a chance to get to know them just yet, but that'll change as we go throughout the season. 10-3 now in favor of St. John's. Substitution now for the Vikings. Heading in and back to serve, number 6, Arena Acree. Freshman from Williston, Florida. Green chases it down, keeps it alive, and Bass makes the return. And a kill from Grossman once again up front. Lindsay Grossman from Albany, Oregon, Sprague High School, freshman. Playing like a seasoned veteran here tonight. (10-3), St. John's leads. Gabriella Brunner in for Raven Bitus, and that serve too strong. 10-4 now. Eagles will take possession. Destiny Green heading back to the line, and looks like Bitus will rejoin the court. Lopez off. Destiny Green ready to serve. That one dug off the court. In the back by Acree, and it results in another kill for Grossman. 11-4 in favor of the Vikings. Hodges checks out. Eden Edgel back on the court for St. John's. Kelsey Crow serving. And the point for the Vikings, who now lead 12-4. So again, hello to everyone joining us. Hope you enjoyed watching women's volleyball on TBC Eagles. This one out of bounds and a point for St. John's, and the Vikings lead 13-4. Kelsey Crow from Harmony, Florida, ready to serve. Set up for Bass, and out of bounds. 10-point lead now for St. John's. Bass on the dive, and a point for the Eagles. Bass made the dive. Bramer got it over the net and onto the floor. Trinity gets the point. Palacios in for Burkholzer. Kayla Bass heading back to the line. Baz with the serve. Good hard line drive, but defended in the back. Palacios runs it down and then makes the return on hit number 3. Vitus, a good hard hit. Vikings on the defense, keep it alive, and another kill for Lindsey Grossman. Grossman with that last kill now heads back to serve. 15-5 in favor of the Vikings. And this one into the net, a point for the Eagles. Charity Bramer heads back to serve. Gina Ingram is checking in. Nope, she'll head back. Probably see her at the next opportunity. And a point for the Vikings, who lead now 16-6. Here comes Ingram in with Maya Malone, and heading off will be Gabriella Brunner. And we'll see which other Eagle heads off. And checking now in for St. John's, number 4, Bianca Solorzano. Maya Malone coming in for Charity Bramer. The women's soccer team will head to Florida College down in Temple Terrace on Tuesday the 25th. That's tomorrow night. Then the Lady Eagles will play Toccoa Falls again on Saturday. This one out of bounds, and point number 17 is on the board for the Vikings. So women's soccer at Toccoa Falls, another South Region game at 3 p.m. this coming Saturday. The next home game will be on October 4th against Warner University. That's a 4 p.m. kickoff. Weber International and Bob Jones, both home games will follow on October 12th and October 18th, respectively. So that's TBC Eagles women's soccer. 18-6 now. St. John's leading by 12. Here's Solorzano. And that hit is tipped, kept in the air. And a point for the Vikings. Hannah Foker with the big hit, making it 19-6. Hello to Twyla Bass cheering on the Eagles. That one hit the net, but Kayla Bass on the dive keeps the ball up in the air. Vitus with hit number 3 to the back of the court. Sent up front very nicely. Vitus with the block. That does not count as one of the 3 hits. So she is able to play it once again, and it results in a point for Trinity Baptist. Nice job by Raven Vitus up front. And she heads to the back now to serve it up. Eagles need to rally, trailing 19-7, and this one a little too short. Point number 20 on the board for St. John's. Substitution now for the Vikings as Jordan Pruski checks in and heads back to the line. And as Abigail checked that, Kendall Hodges went up as if to kill it. Instead, just tapped it over onto the open space. Now the Vikings need 4 more points to secure the match. They lead 2-0 and leading 21-7 in set number 3. That ball hit the basketball rim. Would have been a 3-point shot. But it counts as 1 for the Eagles. Yeah, she was outside the arc. That would have been 3. 21-8. Palacios is serving. Great play by Bass and inbounds. A dive, a one-handed punch, and she kept it inbounds and got the point for the Eagles. Hello to Miss Joan Powers from Illinois, saying go 22. Not sure if she means Palacios for Trinity or Barnhard for St. John's. And a point now for the Eagles, 21-10. Abby Palacios from Orlando serving it up. This one into the net. So now St. John's is only 3 points away from winning the match. 22-10. Ready to serve, sophomore Hannah Foker. And this one a little too short. Point number 11 for Trinity Baptist. Charity Bramer coming in. Maya Malone, freshman from Waycross. She will head off. Gina Ingram at the line. She's from Gainesville. And another big hit from Grossman. The spike is good, and now St. John's with 23 needs just 2 more points to finish it off. Abby Barnhard checking in. Ponte Vedra High School. And heading back to serve, number 1, Jordan Taylor, a freshman from St. Augustine High School in our nation's oldest city. And a whistle before that hit, a double hit violation called against the Eagles. And now St. John's just 1 point away from victory. Taylor with the serve and into the net. And Trinity Baptist with the point. Takes possession and sends Destiny Green back to the line. Oh, no. Game stream quit on us. Right at the end, it quit. Huh? Or is it? (25-12). Looked for a moment like we were knocked off, but that was just my playback. So St. John's wins 3-0, 25-6, 25-13, and 25-12. And that'll do it for women's volleyball here at Trinity Baptist College on this Monday evening. For Dean Bureau on camera, Coach Kirsten Christmas, assistant coach Dr. Adam Christmas, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night. God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.